There comes a time when you must stop waiting and start awakening. That time is now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Now, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. This isn't just a beautiful quote from Napoleon Hill. It's a direct challenge, a dare to rise. Because inside you right now is a sleeping giant, strong, focused, unstoppable. But too many people drift through life trapped in invisible chains. Procrastination, fear, hesitation, and self-doubt. They aren't held back by circumstance. They're held back by silence, by the refusal to act when it matters most. You've felt it. The job you dreamed of, the goal you thought about, the business idea you buried under fear. You knew what to do, but fear whispered, not yet. That voice, that hesitation, it's the enemy of greatness. Napoleon Hill didn't rise from poverty through wishful thinking. He decided, with clarity, fire, and total commitment. He taught us this timeless truth. Indecision is the beginning of failure. Decisive action is the seed of all achievement. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need permission. You need movement. You need to decide. Every second you delay, you feed fear. Every step you take, you starve it. If you want to change your life, you start by changing your state, from passive to powerful. That giant inside you, it's not dead. It's waiting. And the only thing it needs is for you to take the first bold, imperfect, unstoppable step forward. Identify what scares you most, visualize your success vividly, and then take action to break free from the chains of hesitation. This process isn't easy, but it's transformative, turning what once paralyzed you into a source of strength and growth. Learning from failure is key, as Hill famously said that every adversity carries the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Look at Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, each setback teaching him what wouldn't work. Reframe your own failures not as defeats, but as stepping stones that fortify your resolve and awaken your hidden power. Self-discipline is the foundation that holds it all together, the most essential factor in Hill's formula for success. Without it, you're at the mercy of fleeting emotions, but with it you create steady habits that propel you forward. Hill himself maintained a disciplined routine while researching Think and Grow Rich, turning his life around through consistent effort. Start practicing positive habits today, like waking up early or dedicating time for daily affirmations, to build that unbreakable inner strength. Surround yourself with disciplined individuals, embracing Hill's mastermind principle, and watch how it amplifies your own growth. Even just 15 minutes a day of focused action can gradually awaken your potential, turning small steps into monumental leaps. Clear vision and goals are the fuel that keeps your motivation burning, as Hill emphasized that a definite purpose is the starting point of all achievement. Vague ambitions keep your inner giant dormant, but specific, measurable goals light the path to success. Use Hill's framework to define your goals. Make them aligned with a burning desire, set timelines, and create a success plan. Right now, list 3 goals and the first action for each. Remember, as Hill said, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Take inspiration from Andrew Carnegie's story. From poverty to building a steel empire, his persistence and action turned dreams into reality. The key takeaways are clear: motivation follows action, and by embracing Hill's principles, you can transform your life starting today. So decide now to awaken your sleeping giant. Take that first step, build your discipline, and watch as your world begins to change in ways you never imagined. Remember, as Napoleon Hill once said, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. That simple truth can shatter the chains of hesitation holding you back. Picture yourself right now, trapped in a cycle of waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives. It's time to recognize that procrastination is your worst enemy, lulling the sleeping giant within into a deeper slumber. Hill warned us about this in Think and Grow Rich, calling it a form of self-sabotage that steals your dreams. You're not alone in this struggle. Millions feel the pull of inertia, but today we break free. Consider the person who dreams of starting a business but endlessly researches, never launching. That could be you, watching opportunities slip away while life passes by. Hill's principle of definite purpose demands action. Decide what you want and chase it relentlessly. Don't wait for motivation to strike. Create it through movement, as Hill taught. Indecision is like poison, paralyzing your potential and keeping your inner giant asleep. Hill himself overcame poverty by making a firm decision to interview successful people, no matter the odds. Think about Andrew Carnegie, who didn't hesitate when building his empire. He acted on his visions. Fear of failure creeps in, one of Hill's 6 basic fears that hold so many back. It's that nagging doubt whispering, what if you fail? But Hill knew fear is conquered only through bold steps. Right now, acknowledge that uncertainty is natural, but it doesn't have to control you. Hill said, do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand. The solution lies in immediate action. Take that first step, even if it's imperfect. Action builds momentum, turning a spark of idea into a roaring fire of achievement. Just as Carnegie turned setbacks into stepping stones, you can do the same. Strengthen your decisiveness by writing down one clear decision today, as Hill recommended. Commit to it fully, and watch how it awakens your inner strength. Practice the first step now. Pause, stand up, and do something small toward your goal. Facing fear head-on is the key. Hill's auto-suggestion technique reprograms your mind for success. Identify your fear, visualize your victory, and move forward without delay. Remember, every great achiever, like Thomas Edison, faced failures but used them as fuel. Failure isn't the end. It's the seed of greater benefits, as Hill so wisely noted. Let go of hesitation and embrace the power of now. Building self-discipline is essential. It's the backbone of all success, according to Hill. Without it, your emotions will lead you astray, but with it, you're unstoppable. Hill maintained a disciplined routine while writing his masterpiece, rising early and focusing intently. Start by creating positive habits. Wake up with purpose. Affirm your goals daily. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals, invoking Hill's mastermind principle for amplified growth. Dedicate just 15 minutes a day to focused action, and soon your sleeping giant will stir. Clear vision and goals are the fuel that ignites your motivation. Hill emphasized that a definite purpose is the starting point of all accomplishment. Vague ambitions keep you stagnant, but specific goals light the path ahead. Define your goals now. Make them measurable, aligned with your burning desire. Create a success plan with timelines. Don't let wishes remain wishes. As Hill said, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So act on it immediately. Look to real-life examples, like Andrew Carnegie's journey from rags to riches. He overcame hesitation by investing in innovation, despite the fear of loss. Carnegie's persistence turned a single decision into a $300 million fortune. Hill's own story mirrors this. from a poor journalist to a success guru, all through decisive action. These role models show that motivation follows action, not the other way around. Key takeaways: persist through adversity, learn from failures, and keep moving forward. Now, reinforce the core message: awaken your sleeping giant through self-discipline and clear goals. Hill's philosophy proves that your untapped potential is waiting, ready to be unleashed. Don't let fear or indecision hold you back any longer. Take immediate action today. It's the bridge to your transformed life. Start with one small habit, like tracking your progress daily. Share your journey with others for accountability, as Hill suggested in building a mastermind. Feel the energy rising within you. Your giant is awakening. Imagine the regret of not acting versus the triumph of success. Choose triumph. Decide now to pursue your dreams with fervor. As Hill inspired, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. You're capable of greatness. It's time to prove it. End this moment with a pledge. I will act, I will persist, and I will succeed. Within you lies a force so powerful, it can reshape your destiny. But it's been dormant, waiting for you to stir it awake. Remember Napoleon Hill's words: whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. A truth that echoes through the lives of the greatest achievers. Many wander through life in a haze of procrastination, trapped in a self-imposed prison of hesitation, just like Hill described in his battles against poverty and doubt. Picture someone with a dream job in mind, yet they never apply, paralyzed by fear, leading to a life filled with what-ifs and regrets. This stagnation isn't fate, it's a choice, and the need for change is urgent in our fast-paced world where opportunities vanish in an instant. Hill taught that success demands action, not endless preparation, because a burning desire must translate into steps right now. Don't wait for motivation to strike. As Hill said, it's the result of movement, not the cause. Waiting for the perfect moment is a myth that keeps your inner giant asleep, lulling you into complacency. Procrastination is the enemy, a subtle saboteur that Hill identified as the thief of potential, robbing you of progress day by day. Indecision is another chain that binds you, preventing you from unlocking the master key to success that Hill championed. Think of Hill himself, rising from humble beginnings by making a definite decision to interview successful people, turning his life around through sheer resolve. Overthinking and seeking perfection only deepen the inertia, contrasting sharply with the bold moves of history's winners. Fear and uncertainty loom large, rooted in Hill's 6 basic fears that whisper doubts into your ear, holding you back from your true path. The fear of failure might stop you from starting that business, imagining collapse before even trying. But Hill knew fear is conquered through action. Knowledge and decisive steps are your weapons, as Hill advised, to shatter the illusions that keep your giant slumbering. Now, let's turn to the solution. The power of immediate action is your greatest ally, bridging the gap between dreams and reality. Even imperfect steps generate momentum, just as Hill learned from Andrew Carnegie, who built an empire through relentless pursuit despite early failures. Act now, and watch motivation follow, because as Hill put it, ideas without action are mere fantasies. Strengthening your decisiveness means adopting Hill's principle of a definite chief aim, making firm choices that propel you forward. Start by writing down one decision today. Commit to it fully, and feel the shift from hesitation to empowerment. Practice taking the first step, no matter how small, aligning with Hill's wisdom that a single purpose ignites the flame of achievement. Pause right now, stand up, and jot down one goal. Don't delay, for that's how the sleeping giant begins to stir. Facing fear head-on is essential. Hill's technique of auto-suggestion reprograms your mind to see success instead of shadows. Identify your fear, visualize triumph, and take that bold step to break the cycle, just as Hill recommended for overcoming personal obstacles. Learning from failure is a gift. Hill's famous insight reminds us that every adversity carries the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Look at Thomas Edison, a Hill role model, who transformed thousands of failures into the light bulb that illuminated the world. Reframe your setbacks as lessons that forge your inner strength, awakening the giant through resilience and growth. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of success, as Hill asserted, more vital than talent or luck in the pursuit of greatness. Unlike fleeting emotions, discipline provides steady power, as seen in Hill's own rigorous routine while researching his masterpieces. Build habits that support your goals, such as rising early or using daily affirmations, to create an unshakable foundation. Surround yourself with disciplined individuals, embracing Hill's mastermind principle to amplify your progress and wake your potential. Dedicate just 15 minutes a day to focused action. Over time, these habits will transform your life, just as they did for Hill. Clear vision and goals are the fuel that drives motivation, based on Hill's emphasis on a definite purpose to guide your journey. Vague ambitions keep the giant dormant, but specific, measurable goals act as a beacon, pulling you toward achievement. Use Hill's framework to define your goals. Make them precise, align them with your burning desire, and create a plan with timelines. Right now, list 3 goals and the first action for each. Remember, as Hill said, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Break it down into actionable steps, setting milestones that turn abstract dreams into tangible victories. Real-life examples prove this works. Consider Andrew Carnegie's story, rising from poverty to build a steel empire through decisive action. Despite the fear of failure, Carnegie invested boldly in new technologies, embodying the awakening of his inner giant. Hill's own journey, from a struggling journalist to a success expert, was fueled by his decision to interview over 500 achievers, turning hesitation into history. Key takeaways from these stories: persistence and action lead to extraordinary results, as Carnegie's $300 million fortune demonstrates. Motivation isn't something you chase. It follows your steps, just as Hill's principles have shown time and again. Reframe your mindset. Every small action chips away at fear, building the confidence to pursue bigger dreams. Imagine the freedom of living without regret, where your decisions shape a life of purpose and fulfillment. Start today by choosing one habit from Hill's teachings, like daily goal review, to keep your momentum alive. The sleeping giant within you is ready. It's not about being perfect, but about beginning, as Hill urged. Feel the energy surge as you commit to self-discipline, turning ordinary days into stepping stones of success. Overcome the voices of doubt by affirming your potential, using Hill's auto-suggestion to reinforce your resolve. Build a support network, a mastermind group, to share ideas and hold each other accountable, amplifying your growth. Track your progress daily, celebrating small wins that compound into major transformations, just as Hill advised. Remember, hesitation is a habit you can break. Replace it with immediate action, and watch your world change. Envision your future self, awakened and empowered, achieving goals that once seemed impossible. Don't let fear dictate your path. Confront it with the knowledge that every great success story began with a single step. Incorporate Hill's principles into your routine. Set clear goals, act decisively, and learn from every outcome. The power is yours. Awaken it now, and let your inner giant lead you to unparalleled heights. As you move forward, reflect on Hill's legacy. His words have inspired millions, and now they can ignite your journey. Take a moment to breathe deeply, feel the resolve building, and commit to one action before this ends. Your potential is limitless. It's time to claim it, transforming hesitation into a history of triumphs. In closing, echo Hill's call. Decide now to awaken your giant, take action, and watch your life transform. In the words of Napoleon Hill, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Awakening the sleeping giant within you starts with that spark of belief. Many wander through life in a self-imposed prison of procrastination, trapped by hesitation that steals their potential, just as Hill warned against in his teachings. Picture yourself knowing your dream job is within reach, yet fear holds you back, leading to a life of regret and unfulfilled desires. Hill's principle of definite purpose reminds us that waiting for the perfect moment is a myth. Real change demands immediate action. In today's fast-paced world, hesitation means missed opportunities, so decide now to break free and ignite your inner power. Don't fall into the trap of waiting for motivation to strike. As Hill explained, it's action that breeds motivation, not the other way around. Procrastination acts as a lullaby for your sleeping giant, keeping it in a deeper slumber while opportunities slip away. Hill critiqued this self-sabotage in Think and Grow Rich, showing how it derails even the brightest minds from their path to success. Indecision is the true enemy, paralyzing your potential and leaving you adrift without a clear direction. Remember Hill's own journey from poverty, where a definite decision propelled him to interview over 500 successful people and unlock his destiny. Overthinking and seeking perfection only amplify hesitation, contrasting sharply with Hill's master key of bold, unwavering choices. Fear and uncertainty, those 6 basic fears Hill identified, creep in like shadows, blocking your path and fostering doubt. Whether it's the fear of poverty or criticism, these forces create missed opportunities, like avoiding a new venture due to imagined failure. Hill taught that fear is conquered not through avoidance, but through knowledge and decisive action that shatters its hold. Now, embrace the power of action. Even a small step can generate momentum, turning ideas into tangible results. As Hill echoed from his interviews with Andrew Carnegie, relentless action despite setbacks built empires and awakened untapped strength. Strengthen your decisiveness today by making firm choices, just as Hill advised with his concept of a definite chief aim. Write down one decision right now and commit to it, feeling the shift from hesitation to empowered resolve. Practice taking that first step immediately. It's the key to awakening your giant, as Hill emphasized in his principles. Pause for a moment, stand up, and jot down a single goal. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Action is your awakening call. Facing fear head-on dissolves its power, using Hill's auto-suggestion to reprogram your mind with positive thoughts. Start by identifying your fear, then visualize success vividly, as Hill recommended, to break the cycle of hesitation. Take that action step by step, watching as fear fades and your inner giant rises with confidence. Learning from failure is essential. Hill's wisdom reminds us that every setback carries the seed of greater benefit. Think of Thomas Edison, a Hill role model, who turned thousands of failures into the innovation of the light bulb. Reframe your setbacks as stepping stones, strengthening your resolve and fueling the awakening of your potential. Self-discipline is the foundation of success, as Hill asserted, turning fleeting motivation into lasting habits. Contrast the highs of emotion with the steady power of discipline, drawing from Hill's own rigorous routine in writing his masterpieces. Build positive habits like waking up early or daily affirmations, aligning with Hill's mastermind principle for amplified growth. Dedicate just 15 minutes a day to focused action, and watch as your sleeping giant stirs with each consistent effort. Clear vision and goals are the fuel that drives motivation, based on Hill's emphasis on definite purpose. Vague ambitions keep your potential dormant, but specific goals act as a beacon, guiding you forward. Define your goals using Hill's framework. Make them specific, measurable, and tied to a burning desire. Create a success plan with timelines and milestones, transforming wishes into achievable realities. Right now, list 3 goals and the first action for each. As Hill said, a goal without a plan is merely a wish. Let me share a real-life story from Hill's interviews. Andrew Carnegie's rise from poverty to steel magnate exemplifies awakening the inner giant. Carnegie overcame hesitation by investing in new technologies, despite the fear of failure, turning bold actions into a $300 million fortune. Hill's own transformation from a struggling journalist to a success expert came from decisive steps and relentless pursuit. The key takeaway is persistence. As Carnegie proved, motivation follows action, leading to extraordinary achievements. Reinforce this core message. As Hill taught, your untapped potential awakens through decisive steps and self-discipline. Don't let another day pass in stagnation. Start with small, immediate actions to ignite your inner power. Build on Hill's principles by surrounding yourself with a mastermind group, amplifying your growth and overcoming fears. Remember, every great achievement begins with a single decision, so choose to act now and watch your life transform. Visualize your success daily, using Hill's techniques to embed positive beliefs and silence self-doubt. Track your progress diligently, turning each small win into a building block for greater accomplishments. If fear arises, confront it with knowledge, as Hill advised, turning uncertainty into a catalyst for growth. Develop the habit of reflection, reviewing your actions and adjusting your course, just as Hill did in his research. Share your journey with others, creating accountability and drawing on Hill's idea of a supportive network. As you take these steps, feel the sleeping giant within stirring, ready to unleash your full capabilities. End today with a commitment. Apply one new habit from Hill's teachings and see the difference it makes. Finally, affirm with Hill's spirit. Decide now to awaken your giant, take action, and your life will transform beyond measure.